Day 1. Why meditation actually works. Take a moment to settle into a comfortable position. You don't need perfect posture, just a position where your body can rest without strain. You don't need to close your eyes yet. You don't need to do anything special. This first session is not about doing meditation. It's about understanding why meditation works so that you stop fighting yourself when you practice it. Most people struggle with meditation not because they're bad at it, but because they misunderstand what it's actually doing. So let's start there. What meditation is really doing. Meditation is not primarily a mental exercise. It's not about thinking less. It's not about emptying the mind. It's not about becoming calm on command. Meditation is, first and foremost, a nervous system practice. Your nervous system has one main job: to decide whether you are safe or under threat. When your nervous system believes you are under threat, it activates tension, restlessness, racing thoughts, compulsive urges, emotional reactivity. When your nervous system believes you are safe, it allows slowing down, clearer perception, grounded attention, emotional regulation, presence. Most people today live with a nervous system that is slightly or very overactivated, not because something is wrong with them, but because modern life constantly signals pressure, urgency, and threat. Meditation works because it gently teaches your nervous system something very simple. Right now, in this moment, nothing is required of me. When you sit still and do not immediately react, fix, distract, or perform, your body begins to receive a new signal, a signal of non-urgency. This is why meditation can feel uncomfortable at first, because your nervous system is used to movement, stimulation, and effort. Stillness feels unfamiliar, sometimes even unsafe, but over time, the body learns. Why thoughts are not the problem. Many people think meditation is about stopping thoughts. This creates frustration almost immediately. Thoughts are not a mistake. They are a natural function of the mind. When you sit down to meditate, you often notice more thoughts, not fewer. This does not mean meditation isn't working. It means you are finally noticing what was already happening. The goal is not to remove thoughts, but to change your relationship to them. When you notice thoughts without chasing them, judging them, or fighting them, your nervous system learns that thoughts are not emergencies. This is subtle, but powerful. You begin to respond instead of react. Why consistency matters more than technique. Many people search endlessly for the right meditation technique. Breath techniques, visualizations, mantras, guided practices, these can all be helpful, but none of them matter as much as consistency. From a nervous system perspective, meditation works like this. Small signals, repeated often, create change. Not intensity, not perfection, not dramatic experiences, just regular exposure to stillness. 5 minutes every day will change you more than 1 hour once a week, because your nervous system learns through repetition, not force. Think of meditation like teaching a frightened animal that it is safe. You wouldn't shout at it, you wouldn't rush it, you would show up calmly, again and again. Consistency tells your body, this state is familiar now. I don't need to stay on high alert. This is why missing a day doesn't mean failure, and why returning is more important than maintaining a streak. What to expect as you practice. As you continue meditating over the coming days, you may notice restlessness, boredom, resistance, impatience, thoughts like, this isn't working. These are not signs of failure. They are signs that your nervous system is adjusting. Meditation often brings you into contact with what you usually avoid. That is part of its value. Nothing needs to be pushed away. Nothing needs to be fixed. A simple practice for today. For the rest of this session, do something very simple. Bring your attention to the sensation of your body sitting or lying where it is. Notice the points of contact: your feet on the floor, your body against the chair, the weight of your hands. Notice that breathing is already happening. If your mind wanders, that's okay. When you notice it, gently return attention to the body. Not with force, not with criticism, just returning. Meditation works because it changes your nervous system's expectations. It teaches your body that stillness is not dangerous, that presence is not a threat, that you don't need to solve your life in this moment. Over the next days, we'll build on this foundation. But for today, let this be enough. You showed up, you listened, you allowed stillness. That is the practice. When you're ready, gently end the session and continue with your day.